For more than 20 years, we've built on a foundation of trust, and we're so excited to show you guys today what we're building next on that very same platform and how you as developers can take advantage of it. So we're gonna go deep on how you can transform raw agreements into actionable intelligence and what that means for you, your integrations, and your workflows. So can you guys help me give a super warm welcome to Docusign CEO, Alan Tegeson.
Thank you, Ashley and Chloe. Well, hello, and welcome to Docusign Discover 25. It's great to see so many builders here and who are reimagining how agreements work. And we're excited to share several additions to the Docusign IAM platform today that will allow you to spend less time overcoming obstacles and focus more on building seamless, resilient enterprise solutions. So we'll get that in a moment, but first I want to underscore the opportunity before us. So last year, we introduced Docusign Intelligent Agreement Management, or IAM, as a platform that's an extensible AI-first platform that's purpose-built for the entire agreement lifecycle. So IAM helps businesses create, negotiate, sign, of course, and manage their agreements with greater flexibility and control. Since we launched, more than 10,000 customers have already turned on to the IAM platform. It is the fastest growing product in our company's history. It's a pretty exciting time for Docusign, but I'm even more excited about what that growth represents for all of us here together. Today we have 1.7 million monthly paying customers, and there's more than 1 billion people that sign documents with Docusign each year. And we know that many of the largest, most sophisticated enterprises using Docusign are your customers too. So the IAM platform represents an incredible opportunity to serve those customers with connected, comprehensive solutions that unify fragmented and disconnected agreement processes across the mission-critical systems that you build and maintain. And many of you are already answering that call. There is already over 1,000 active partner integrations live today, built by developers like you. So throughout the day, you'll hear from builders who are already transforming the space at companies like Microsoft, Fiserv, the Dot Labs, JP Morgan Chase, DevRel Bridge, Stripe, Encino. And they're working on everything from improving experiences to streamlining workflows within the IAM platform. Quick shout out to our moderators, Chloe. The new Workato extension app is another great example of deep partnership. So there's a lot to look forward to, but first let's just talk about the future. So a core tenet of the IAM platform is to connect agreements and the data inside them to the tools where people work every day. And increasingly, that means Agentic AI. So with our new MCP server, which is now in beta, you'll be able to build agents in your platform of choice, from pro-code options like Claude to no-code options for business users like Agentforce or Microsoft Copilot Studio, to interface with your agreements and workflows, meeting people and agents in more of the platforms where they work, and to streamline the work that they do. It unlocks really powerful agentic capabilities that lay the groundwork for AI-native applications tomorrow. But that is not all. So today, with MCP, we're proud to announce that we are bringing the Docusign IAM platform to ChatGPT. And thank you to many. Thank you to many of our product teams for their rapid innovations. Many of them are here in the room today. And to Chris Finlayson and the OpenAI team who are joining us here today. Soon, we will enable users to create and analyze contracts directly in ChatGPT without any context switching. Pretty exciting. So imagine being able to say, Docusign, draft a residential lease for a 1-year rental in Dallas using our standard template with a $2,000 monthly rent. Or create a purchase order for 10 50-pound bags of flour from our supplier and send it for signature. Or even find all the vendor contracts with a value over $10,000 that expire in the next 90 days and draft a letter of intent to renegotiate them. Those are just a few of the ways users will be able to access Docusign's agreement capabilities through the upcoming Docusign MCP connector for ChatGPT. So let's take a quick look at a demo of what that experience could look like. I would like to ask Lina Ravichandran, who is the lead partner solution architect, to show you more. Please come on up.
Thank you, Alan. Let's talk about the not too distant future of agreement management. But right before that, what I'm about to show you here in a quick live demo will also become available to you soon. Now for the demo, let's say I'm a seller getting ready for my week, and I want to make sure that I'm prepared for any upcoming customer calls. But do I have any customer calls this week? I could either open a new browser tab to check my calendar manually, or I could ask ChatGPT to check it for me. ChatGPT automatically connects to my Google Calendar and scans all of my upcoming meetings. All right, so it looks like I have just one more meeting for the week. Lucky me. It's a product roadmap session with our customer smart factory systems. Now, if they want to talk about our roadmap, we are going to need an NDA in place. I wonder if we already have one. Let's ask our favorite, Docusign, to see if there is an NDA in place already. Here's where Docusign's MCP-powered connector automatically leverages Intelligent Agreement Management, or IAM, to make this agreement search fast, easy, and efficient. Here, ChatGPT checks our repository in Docusign Navigator to see if we already have an NDA in place and if it is active and valid. So it looks like we did have an NDA. However, this NDA with our customer smart factory systems expired in August and is no longer valid. No problem. I will go ahead and send a new NDA. But what was our customer's legal contact's name again? You guessed it right, ChatGPT to the rescue. This time, I'm going to connect to HubSpot and automatically read all of my contact information. Let's give it a second. Sometimes ChatGPT needs coffee breaks too. All right, looks like it is reading all the details from HubSpot. Corinne, that's right. All right, so I will go ahead and send Corinne a new NDA ahead of our upcoming call. Behind the scenes, ChatGPT again leverages Docusign's MCP-powered connector to trigger a Maestro workflow this time. This Maestro workflow automatically checks for our standard NDA template from Docusign, uses that template to generate a new agreement with all of the appropriate information for this customer, and sends it out for signature. In just a few seconds, we should see the new NDA getting created. Looks like another coffee break. It's funny, every time I say that, ChatGPT responds automatically and everything gets created. Yeah. All right, so looks like a new NDA has been created and sent to Corinne. Switching to Corinne's inbox. And just within a few seconds, Corinne receives this mail from Docusign Maestro with the latest NDA. Corinne can then go ahead, review all the details of this new NDA. Once everything looks good, Corinne goes ahead and signs it. And just like that, we are all set for our Friday's meeting. Now to recap, thank you. Now just to recap, with just a few prompts, I was able to A, pull meeting information directly from Google Calendar, 2, check Docusign Navigator for an active NDA, 3, fetch contact details automatically from HubSpot, and 4, generate and send a new NDA for signature through Docusign Maestro, all without ever having to leave ChatGPT or change context at all. Now this is great for a single user automating tasks on the fly, but the same thing can also be scaled and standardized across an entire organization. With OpenAI's Agent Builder, teams can now streamline and standardize these workflows, like checking Docusign Navigator for an active agreement, fetching information from external systems, triggering a new Maestro workflow to send out a new agreement, and so on, all without them ever having to leave those apps that they're working in all day, every day. These agents can also get directly embedded into those apps using ChatKit. And the key point to note here is MCP-powered connectors like Docusign make this end-to-end automation not just possible, but effortless, turning these manual steps that used to take hours earlier into just a simple guided interaction. And before I wrap up, a quick shout out to our India engineering team for making this live demo happen. Thank you.
Woo! That was fantastic. Thank you so much. That was a glimpse into the agentic future of the agreement management on the IAM platform. So thank you. Now, whether you're building for your customers, your clients, or your company, you transform our platform from out of the box into a custom competitive advantage. Now, Docusign IAM is your platform, and we're excited to see the solutions that you build on it. To share our vision for the agentic enterprise, please welcome Shaknik Nandi to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. For most enterprises, agreements are still a source of untapped intelligence, filled with insights, but trapped inside these static PDFs. This leads to slower deals, high risk, and countless wasted hours. Thanks to AI, this is beginning to change. However, to derive real enterprise value, one needs to go beyond basic agreement analysis and summarization. One needs a platform that can manage agreements end-to-end, a platform that can expose agreements and the data in them to both humans and agents and your business tools, your CRM system, ERP system, HCM system, and other business-critical tools. Because when you embed agreement intelligence directly into these connected workflows, your entire ecosystem benefits from the complete context. And that lays the foundation for the agentic abilities your customers have come to expect. Minutes ago, you saw the integration with ChatGPT. But the foundation that we are building there will facilitate many other agentic actions across multiple AI-powered platforms. Please welcome Anahita Afshari, Cloud Solutions Architect at Microsoft, to showcase another exciting example.
Thank you so much. Let me just open up here. Okay, so welcome everyone. Thank you. Contracts are often bound to financial terms, conditions, or indexes that may change over time, requiring updates. So here we have an example of an agreement. A procurement organization might partner with a system integrator to streamline their management of contracts. And they have annual price adjustments that are tied to the consumer price index. And so tracking renewal dates, calculating pricing, updating those agreements, and managing signatures can be kind of a messy and daunting task.
So we have our agreement. We have our total contract values around $400,000. Let's start our app so we can see this multi-agent workflow. Just my little loading music. Nice. So when we kick off this workflow, our coordinator agent is going to call in 3 more specialized agents. The first agent, the agreement finder, queries Navigator's API via the new MCP server to quickly find all contracts up for renewal with the price adjustment clauses based on the CPI. The second agent we have here is the value calculator. It'll connect directly to the Bureau of Labor Statistics for the latest CPI value and calculate new pricing for those agreements. The last agent we have here is the agreement sender, and it leverages that same MCP server to invoke a Maestro workflow, passing the new contract value into the workflow, generating the revised contract, and then sending it for signature automatically. So work that otherwise might have taken the team, a few hours, it's done pretty much in under a few minutes. Since we're developers here, we love to look at code. The agents in each part of this flow are using a model hosted in Microsoft Azure AI Foundry. So here you can see that we're calling the OpenAI agent through AI Foundry here. Each one of the agents that interacts with Docusign is using its new MCP server to do so. You can see us creating the MCP client here and here to do it programmatically. Compared to developing using traditional APIs, we are now able to hook up Docusign IAM functionality to agentic tools like AI Foundry to simplify rapid development of enterprise workflow use cases. And the fact that you can still use a Maestro workflow means that it's easy to chain these different tools together, leveraging the best of breed in each domain. We can see that the workflow sent the email. And now just opening it up. We can see the updated price right here, adding around $14,000. This is just one example of how you can leverage customized pro-code and low-code solutions that use agent-to-agent workflows built on top of modern cloud services and Docusign MCP. We hope this inspires the art of the possible for leveraging agentic experiences for automated intelligent agreement management. Thank you.
Thank you, Anahita. That was both inspiring and very exciting. This is the power of a platform that's engineered to expose both structured API and data to your various agents that are ready and eager to act on them. And as these agents take on new roles, the need for a trusted, open platform has never been greater. That's exactly what we are building here at Docusign. First, a modern open platform with robust developer tools. Second, an enterprise-grade foundation. 95% of Fortune 500 companies are Docusign customers. And third, a state-of-the-art agreement AI system, we call it Iris, that has processed more than 100 million consented agreements in the last year alone. And we are also sharing our own internal engineering assets with you. OneFE, which is the micro front-end framework that Docusign is built on, is now available as an open source system to you. Using it, you can build reliable, delightful, and easy to maintain front-end experiences right in your systems. Thank you. The Docusign IAM platform is one that you can confidently integrate into your systems. To highlight some key releases that's making this possible, please welcome Dmitry Krakovsky.
Thank you, Shagnik. I'm so excited about all the demos, and we have a little bit more to come. So today, speed and precision are not optional. That's how organizations stay ahead. But important business workflows like customer onboarding or account maintenance often get stuck between different systems and doing a lot of manual work. This is where Maestro comes in. It automates and orchestrates these complex agreement workflows from start to finish. And with the new Maestro API, you can trigger, manage, and embed all these different custom workflows inside the system and other tools your teams and customers use today. So Maestro API specifically will help you move agreements and data between systems, keep them in sync automatically, so there's no more costly manual reentry. It also securely connects IAM platform to your proprietary systems with private apps and automates additional steps like data verification and other things to reduce specifically things like not in good order agreements. So the result is a custom scalable workflows with less coding, faster deployment, and enterprise security all baked in. So with this, let me ask on stage, please welcome Joanna Freeland, Director of Product Management at Fiserv, a global leader in payments and financial technology, to show the impact of this capability.
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Dimitri. Good morning and happy Baby Friday, as I like to call it, and day before Halloween. At Fiserv, I get the extreme privilege of overseeing the community bank space, which has a little over 1,500 financial institutions of varying asset sizes across the United States. They all have one very big important thing in common besides the fact that they're banks. They all have a lot of documentation. So who better for Fiserv to partner with than the document movement giant Docusign in the space? I'm going to walk you through one of our largest use cases. You all have gone through this before, I'm sure, in your life, hopefully not more than a couple times because it is a pain from our side as well, right? I'm going to walk you through Harold Ferguson doing an address change. So he's calling in. This is our core advanced core platform. This is where the banks spend most of their day. He's called in and he said, hey, I need to do an address change on a very specific account. It's his boat savings account. We all wish we had one of those, don't we? So he's saying, hey, just can we pull this through? We only had to build a couple of screens at Fiserv to make this happen. The rest of it we plugged into the Docusign API. So we're saying, hey, we're going to send off to Harold and Kelly. I'm going to show you Harold's side of the house. Let's do an address change. So that was all I had to do. Now I'm going to say send document. So now what does Harold go through? So here's Harold. He's pulled it up. He's gotten a text message. He needs to identify himself as Harold Ferguson. It makes sense, right? We're going to show Clear. Clear is one of their newest integration options at Docusign. There's several different ones that you can do. Our financial institutions like to plug and play different things in here, which I'll show you here in a moment. He's going to take a selfie. Look at Harold, right? Looking great. Clear says this is probably Harold, but let's double check. Let's triple check here. Match that information up, make sure he's all good there. And then it said, hey, yeah, you're good. You're Harold. Harold is Harold. So now Harold's going to say, I need to update my address. All he has to do, he's really not moving that far, apparently, for this one savings account. He's going to update it to a new street there. Verify it looks good. There's this really fancy document that banks like to have. He's signing that it all looks correct. He's done. That's all Harold had to do. And then the bank is receiving an email saying, hey, that address change you just sent has been submitted and you are good to go. Now, what does that look like on the Docusign Maestro platform? Let's take a look at that now too. Very clean, easy interface. We all really like the idea of a plug and play, right? So here we are, simplified boxes that you can edit, update, and change. It's gonna read from my core advanced. It's gonna pull through. You saw this all live from what Harold did, right? It's identified him, everything's good to go. If there was an issue, you could do a true false, but in this case, Harold was good. He got his updated address form, he signed, and then the bank got their confirmation screen, and then it even updated my core for me. I barely had to lift a finger. Harold barely did anything, and the bank only did a send document, all through the power of Docusign Maestro. So thank you very much, Docusign, for your fantastic tool, and I'll hand it back over to Dimitri.
Thank you, Joanna. So there's an action item for everybody here after the session is to go get a boat and go through the seamless process. So Maestro APIs are available today, and you'll get to try it firsthand in our workshops. So please stop by and take a look. So you've seen how Maestro accelerates the work of getting agreements done. But once they're signed, the data inside of these agreements is often trapped and very hard or sometimes impossible to find or to report on easily. So that's where the Navigator APIs come in and make these issues a thing of the past. Navigator transforms the signed agreements into a searchable system of record, powered by AI, and it standardizes all this rich data that's trapped inside of the static agreements. So with the platform-agnostic REST APIs, you can unify large volumes of these scattered agreements, standardize the data, and connect it directly to your systems, whether it's CRMs, ERPs, or BI tools, and they automate the post-signature task as well as power your own agentic solutions. So we're also introducing the new PowerBI connector, which is now in beta, built on the same platform, and it extends those insights to the business side to surface the agreement intelligence alongside all the other data points and show them in these executive dashboards where the decisions are made. So let's welcome Deepti Gangwani to show you how the Power BI connector works. Deepti.
Thank you so much, Dimitri. Good morning. Let me just log in here. All right. Oops. Sorry, 1 second. OK, here we go. Morning. As we all know, enterprises have tens of thousands of agreements in their repositories. And that data that lives in those agreements is important not just for their day-to-day decision-making, but crucial for strategic business insights like renewal management or opportunity upsells. Let's take the example of a procurement customer. They have about 15,000 agreements in their Docusign IAM repository. And they're looking to stay on top of their spend and renewal management. Today, they take advantage of Navigator's right-out-of-the-box agreement analytics that comes ready with reports and dashboards with key agreement data right at their fingertips. Now, let's say they're looking to take this agreement data and combine it with data from their own billing or supplier data. What they typically end up doing is opening up individual reports, capturing that data as a CSV by downloading as a CSV file, uploading it up into a spreadsheet, and that spreadsheet becomes the surface for them to do vendor management or renewal management by bringing in those external data sources right there. Now let's see how this process can be streamlined and made more efficient with the help of the IAM-powered BI connector. The BI connector takes the same IAM structured agreement data along with Docusign Iris-powered insights into our customers' native BI dashboards. This is an instance of Docusign IAM PowerBI connector. The connector plugs in seamlessly and securely into any Docusign IAM account, be it production, demo, staging. As you can see, I'm connected into the same production account that we were just looking at with 15,000 agreements. Once connected, I not only have those key agreement data right here ready for me to query, but the tables and the views ready to be reported on or further visualized. It comes with fully customizable dashboards. So our procurement customer who is interested in their renewal and spend management, well, we have a specific view built just for them. With more advanced visualizations, they now have months into visibility for their renewal timelines. We can see that this month of December is going to be a busy one and perhaps an important one for them. The spend by supplier chart gives them the ability to see what are their top suppliers. Well, looks like more than 65% of their spend going to a single supplier may be an opportunity for them to diversify. A single refresh button brings live IAM data right here in this dashboard ready for them to query on or report on further. They can even bring in the data from their ERP system or supplier systems right there in this dashboard. And there you have it. That's the power of a connected IAM platform. Faster reporting, fewer errors, and custom views that are built tailored for business needs. And that's the demo. Thank you. Back to you, Dimitri.
Thank you, Deepti. Thank you, Deepti. So this just shows Navigator becomes the system of record for agreements. Navigator API is now free this data, to be used in other systems. And Power BI connector is one, very powerful example of how this data could be used in real world in sort of cross data scenarios and using multiple data from different sources assembled together to do sophisticated analysis by different verticals or lines of business. Navigator API is now in limited availability with plans for global availability early next year. So I'm kind of excited about that. Okay. A few other things. You told us you want powerful tools to build and scale more quickly and reliably. So there are a few other things I wanted to announce today or talk about today. First, we added new high-value use cases to our developer center, spotlighting real business challenges, IAM-powered solutions, and code samples. So you can explore them today in the developer center. Secondly, we're up-leveling the developer console into a hub where developers can create, manage, and monitor all the Docusign integrations in one place. You can onboard developers and other partners, perhaps directly into your production accounts, seamlessly move integrations from creation to go live, and track all the activity in one place. This new experience is now in beta with a unified monitoring dashboard coming early next year. And third, we're introducing a new AI copilot to accelerate onboarding. So securely connect your existing AI tools like VS Code or Claude Desktop to access our APIs and documentation directly into your in your preferred IDs. So it's in beta today, and I would encourage you to not miss smarter tools, faster builds, breakout, to take a closer look at that. All right. Another thing I was told to remind you not forget, which is to join our roadmap session this afternoon to go into a deeper dive into all these releases and what's ahead. And with this, I'll turn it back to Shagnik to close us out. Shagnik.
Thank you, Dimitri. So if there are 3 things you want to take away from the last 30 minutes, I mean, we know we all need a boat, but other than that, first, the IAM platform is laying the foundation for the future of AI-ready agreements. Trusted, agent-ready, and filled with massive opportunities for you. Second, several companies like you are already solving complex agreement challenges by integrating the Docusign IAM platform into their systems and workflows. And third, we are investing in your success by building powerful agreement tools that will help you build solutions faster. Docusign has always been about reimagining what's possible. 20 years ago, we reimagined how the world signs. Last year, we reimagined the entire agreement workflow leveraging AI and the Docusign IAM platform. Together, we are doing it again by reimagining how the world moves businesses forward. The Docusign IAM platform is your platform. We really look forward to seeing the next generation of agreement solutions you build using it. Thank you, and please enjoy Docusign Discover 25. Thank you.